Have you ever walked into a room, a classroom, a party, up to a lunch table, and feel like everyone else got some kind of memo you missed? Like they all know how to just be there, and you're the only one quietly performing it? I want to tell you something that might be hard to believe at first. Almost everyone in that room feels exactly what you feel. You're not the only one who doesn't fit in. You might just be the only one who thinks you are. Hello, brave friend, and welcome to The Listening Place. Before we get started, I would like to introduce you to this beautiful little baby on my lap. This is Miss Zelda Fitzgerald. She's my 3-year-old Cavapoo and also doubles as my emotional support animal. She's my co-host and the star of our show. I hope you enjoy her as much as I do while you're visiting us today. So, this feeling of not feeling like you don't fit in has an actual name, and it is shockingly common, myself experiencing it time and time again. The name of this emotion is called belonging uncertainty, and it describes a specific worry that you might not really belong in a space that you're in, like a friend group or a classroom or even a family. This is nearly universal and shows up much more during hard transitional times, like starting a new school year, going into a new social group, or even just stepping into a new environment that feels different for you. Feeling like you don't fit in is not a sign that there's something wrong with you. And it's extremely well-studied human experience that everyone experiences. This belonging uncertainty has been studied for decades. It's not a secret failure that you have. It's a documented human experience that's common enough to have its own field of research. Social comparison shows a very specific distortion or a view that might go against true reality. And that is people compare their own full internal experiences, like their own doubts, their own anxious thoughts, their own experiences, against only the surface presentation of what other people choose to show the world. When you think about it, it's actually quite an unfair comparison. By design, a person who looks completely at ease is often very much running the same exact internal script that you are, that they don't belong, that they feel awkward, that they don't know what to say. They're just not showing it. People will consistently and dramatically underestimate how many other people share the exact feelings that they assume are only unique to them. The person across the room who looks totally comfortable, well, you're just seeing their outside. You're not seeing their inside. And their inside is very possibly running the same nervous, uncertain thoughts as you are. You're just comparing your full self to their highlight reel. And that is actually never a fair comparison. When the human brain feels like it doesn't belong or experiences perceived social rejection, it hurts you because your brain treats not belonging or feeling like you don't belong like a real physical threat. Biologically, your brain is wired to emit physical symptoms of danger, regardless of if it is actually physical, emotional, or mental. Neuroscience research finds that social rejection activates some of the same neural pathways in the brain as physical pain does. This is not an exaggeration, and it's not a metaphor. Biologically, your brain genuinely processes fear of not belonging in the same way it processes danger, because for most of human history, being cast out of a group really did have life or death consequences. Thinking back to tribal times, if a person was rejected, they did not have safety or food or shelter, and that was a real true danger for them. We just experience it in a more modern sense, so this feeling hits harder than it seems like it actually should. It's not you being dramatic, it's your brain doing exactly what it has evolved to do, hitting harder in emotion. Again, the reason is your brain is processing social rejection using some of those same pathways that is used for physical pain. You're very deeply wired to need to belong as a human. Humans almost always feel better when they have someone or something in common with another person, or feel more calm in a shared emotional experience. If you happen to be next to another person, say what you're feeling out loud. It can change your feelings faster than almost anything else. Simply hearing that the doubt you're experiencing is common and temporary, which means not permanent and also not unique to just you, can measurably improve your happiness and your calmness, turning private shame or feelings of embarrassment into shared ordinary experiences. You just need to say the thing out loud to someone you trust or someone in the shared experience if you feel comfortable. Here's something practical. The next time you feel like the only one who doesn't fit in, say it out loud to one person you trust. Not the whole room, just one person. Research shows that simply hearing "me too" from someone else can measurably change how this feeling sits in you. Stop trying to fit in everywhere, because there are some places that we just aren't meant to fit into or feel comfortable at. And that is due to past experiences and current feelings or emotions. So instead of trying to fit in anywhere or everywhere, look for the one or two places you actually feel seen. Connection consistently shows that the quality of your connections matter more than the quantity and how well you fit into the majority of people. If you have a few relationships where you feel genuinely seen, you receive more psychological benefits than trying to be liked by an entire room. Trying to get this broad acceptance from this room of many people is much harder and is a less effective goal than finding a small number of people where you fit in and it feels more real. You don't need the whole room to accept you. You need one or two people where it's real. Stop auditioning for everyone and start paying attention to who already makes you feel like yourself. Earlier, I mentioned that this feeling of not belonging shows up the hardest during transitions, and though it's hard, it's actually supposed to occur. Showing that feeling of belonging uncertainty specifically will increase when you're experiencing major life transitions like going to a new school, starting a new grade, or going into new social groups. Precisely because your sense of who I am here isn't built yet. You're not really sure where you fit into the group or how you're meant to feel in your new environment or around these new people. It's not a sign that something is wrong. It's expected and temporary and is a temporary cost of being somewhere new. And for most people, it certainly eases over time as real relationships form. And if you're in the middle of some kind of transition right now, again, a new school year, a new group, this feeling is very loud. It's supposed to be loud right now. Remember though, it is not permanent. It's just what the beginning of belonging feels like before the belonging has actually had time to form. I need you to know that almost everyone carries this exact secret and feeling, which means you already have more in common with the room than you think, because belonging uncertainty is rarely spoken about openly. And because of this, false uniqueness is created, where nearly everyone secretly assumes they are the only one who feels this way, which means the room is literally full of people quietly having the same exact private thoughts. That very feeling that you have of not belonging is statistically one of the most widely shared experiences in the room. You're not the exception. You might actually be the majority, and nobody has said it out loud yet. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a room full of people who all seem to know exactly where to stand, what to say, how to laugh at the right moment. You're doing the math in your head, thoughts running a million miles a minute. Where do I go? What should I do? Do I even belong in this room? Now imagine that same room from above, like you can see inside everyone else's head at one time. Half of them are doing the same exact math as you are. The girl who looks completely at ease, she's replaying something she said 5 minutes ago, wondering if it was weird. The guy laughing loudest, he's been standing in the door for 10 minutes deciding if it's too late to leave. You were never the only one doing the math. You were just the only one who thought you were doing it alone. Think about that next time you're in the room where you don't feel like you belong. I need you to know that feeling has never once meant what you thought it meant. It didn't mean something was wrong with you. It meant you were a human in a room full of other humans, all quietly hoping the same thing you were hoping, and that someone would see them and let them stay. You don't have to earn your place by pretending you're not uncertain. You already belong, exactly as uncertain as you are. Trust me. So the next time you walk into a room and feel like the only one who doesn't fit, remember, you're probably sitting next to 3 other people thinking the exact same thing. You were never as alone in that feeling as it felt. Drop in the comments below, what's a room or a place where you felt like the only one who didn't fit in? If the video helped you today, please consider liking our video and subscribing to our channel. And if you know someone who this might help, please forward it along. Thank you for visiting us today at the Listening Place. Remember who you are, remember what you stand for, and return with honor. All right, my little cutie patootie. You did such a great job today, didn't she? You did such a good job.